inventory is sponsored by WSB and Associates.
Welcome to the Sauk Rapids Regional Bridge Project. My name is Jeff Michniewicz. I am the project supervisor for WSB and Associates. I'm standing on the St. Cloud side of the river here, Mississippi River, overlooking the Sauk Rapids Regional Bridge Project. The camera's facing the Sauk Rapids downtown area. And I'm going to spend some time briefly talking about the bridge project out here. Right now, looking at it, it spans over the Mississippi River as well as the railroad tracks and some of the land over on the Sauk Rapids side. The bridge is 1,298 feet in length. It has 8 pier structures that support the steel girders and the concrete slab girders throughout the structure. There's also a pedestrian helix which will spiral down from the top of the bridge down to the Lions Park in the Sauk Rapids Park District. As we talk about the Sauk Rapids Regional Bridge, we're really talking about 3 bridge structures that combine into one massive structure. Let's talk about the steel girder structure first. That's in the background here. Those beams are 100 inches deep, which is 8 feet 4 inches. There were 69 of those steel beams that it took to span across the Mississippi River. The longest span is in the center of the river, and that is 295 feet. That span was designed that way to allow for a navigational channel that's located in the center of the Mississippi River. We're also talking about the second bridge, which is the pedestrian helix. That is the spiraling concrete structure that spirals down to the Lions Park area. That is a concrete slab span that literally spirals down at a 5%, just slightly under a 5% grade to allow for handicap access to get down to the park. Then the third actual bridge structure, which you can't see here, is actually the slab span portion, which spans over the top of the railroad tracks that are in the area and the road. And that consists of a 2-foot deep concrete structure that at the pier locations thickens up to a 3-foot structure that allows for a lower bridge structure over the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad tracks. We've now moved to the Sauk Rapids side of the project. I'm standing on River Avenue, looking at the transition pier, what I call the transition pier for the project. This is the location where all 3 of the bridge structures I talked about, the steel girder structure, the slab span structure, as well as the helix pedestrian structure, come together in one location. At this location, we are standing right below one of the highest points of the bridge. The highest point of the bridge is just between piers 3 and the transition pier number 4. At that location, the bridge will be 60 feet above the Mississippi River during normal flow stage. Together, up at the splice locations up here, there's over 35,000 bolts used to bolt this structure together to keep it spanning over the river. This falsework was designed to maintain a 21-foot high opening at all times for the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad tracks. This is one of their main lines through Minnesota. So this line had to remain active at all times throughout the whole project. So there's a lot of design work involved in putting together the falsework. And Ames Construction hired an engineering group to take care of that design for them. But each time they put these steel girders across the railroad tracks, elevations and shots were taken to verify that they maintained the 21-foot clearance. The bridge deck that we're standing on right now will actually consist of a 9-inch concrete deck system supported by these steel girders. So it's really not a very thick deck structure. It's basically just 9 inches thick. We're standing on the steel section of the steel girder portion of the bridge. We're actually standing at the high point of the location of the bridge right now. As you look out, you'll see a couple of steel structures that stick out from the side of the bridge. What that is there for is a future overlook, a scenic overlook that will be located on each side of the bridge to overlook the upstream and downstream Mississippi River. That old bridge is slated to be removed in 2008.
WSB Engineering Services are driven by positive attitudes, honest communication, and technological savvy. From planning and design through implementation, WSB remains steadfast to project goals and outcomes. At WSB, we strive for design excellence.